Do you want me to spit out my gum?
Just don't. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Karen. Welcome to my channel, 100 Pounds and Beyond. Today is Taco Bout It Tuesday.
Let's talk about it.
Today we decided to talk about our top 5 favorite TV shows. I'm going to go in reverse order, so I'm going to start with number 5. So 5 would be TNG, and I'm looking at this text message conversation I had with Gwen, and she goes, TNG, question mark, and then I was like, Star Trek, The Next Generation, ... duh.
Why would I know that TNG stands for The Next Generation? Like, I'm trying to think, like, maybe that's like some sort of Doctor Who acronym. That's not a word, but you know what I mean.
I knew it stood for TNG. What TNG stood for?
You gotta just put your nose in my business.
Yep.
My number 4 slot goes to American Horror Story, pre-Lady Gaga. So I appreciate the extreme use of Art Deco in Hotel, but really once Lady Gaga entered it, I don't know, Jessica Lange went out and the writing just went to crap. And
see, I thought Hotel was good, but what was
Roanoke?
Roanoke.
Look, the
awful.
only good thing about Roanoke was Trixie Mattel's like 5-second cameo. Like that was the only good part. And
Freak Show sucked too, and Jessica Lange was on that.
I don't know. I liked Freak Show.
No, Freak Show was awful.
But hands down, favorite season, Asylum.
Samesies. Although it really scares the crap out of me.
But best season.
It's terrifying.
Number 3 slot, Doctor Who, which is not the same as TNG.
I learned my lesson today. I guess I bypassed that you wrote Doctor Who in there. Whoops.
Nope. Whovian. My number 2 slot. So number 1 and number 2, these were like really hard as to like which was which. I put number 2 as The Walking Dead. I freaking love that show, and I can't wait until October.
Yeah.
And I have cried so many times during that show.
Yeah, samesies. It's a good show.
Man, when Glenn got ganked.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't finished it, if you haven't seen the last season.
Man, if you don't know about that, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, true. I mean, it's hard to avoid. Okay.
And my number 1 slot goes to Breaking Bad. If you've never watched Breaking Bad, stop, log on to your Netflix account, and watch at least 3 episodes.
Yeah.
The first episode is kind of slow. Very slow.
Yeah.
And kind of a segue off of that, Better Call Saul.
I've tried twice to get into Better Call Saul. I couldn't do it.
I love it. But seriously, if you've never tried Breaking Bad, just please watch it. Even if you just do the first season. It is so fantastic. And we were talking about this the other day when we were watching we were rewatching TWD, and when Daryl pulls out Merle's blue bag, he's got Heisenberg's blue meth.
Yeah. When T-Dog had got cut. T-Dog. R.I.P. T-Dog. When T-Dog got cut, and Jimmy's over here cracking at his
I did it like simultaneously.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
T-Dog. Dang. Anyway, Daryl pulls out a bag of medicine out of the saddlebag of the bike, of the motorcycle, and there's some of Heisenberg's blue meth.
Yeah.
Oh.
So those are my favorite. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to put what your top 5 favorite TV shows are, go ahead and comment down below, because I love hearing from everybody.
Yeah. And we'll probably think of some that we forgot.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Your
so
turn.
I'll go in reverse order too. Okay, so I had a hard time thinking of a 5th one, but Karen was like, okay, what's a show that you could watch over and over and over again? So my number 5, Criminal Minds. I could watch that show nonstop. I love it.
It's alright.
My number 4, used to be, would have been Supernatural, but
It kind of got weird there at the
got a
end.
little sacrilegious in the last few seasons. Like, they've always talked about, like, well, not always, but since, like, the 4th season, like, angels and the devil and stuff. But then in the 11th season...
Is that the one where Chuck came back?
Yeah, like they started kind of talking about God in a super bad, sacrilegious way, and I was just like, I can't do it anymore. So I don't watch Supernatural anymore, but it was one of my favorite shows. And then Breaking Bad, because that show is fantastic.
Oh, man.
One of the best scenes of any TV show I've ever seen, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet, is the explosion and Gus. It doesn't you don't know what happens, you just know there's an explosion and something with Gus. And then my number 2, Arrested Development. So funny. That show makes me laugh so hard.
I gotta interject.
So hard. Oh, Drew's gonna interject.
I gotta interject some. Arrested Development, the best part about Arrested Development is you can watch it over and over and over. I swear I've seen it like maybe 20 times, and every single time you find something new that they have snuck in there, and it makes it better every single time. It's glorious.
Yeah.
Always money in the one episode.
There's always money in
and
the
the banana stand.
No touching! Anyway, and then my top one is The Walking Dead, because I just love that show. And then I actually just thought of an honorable mention, Parks and Rec.
Oh,
That
Parks
show
and Rec.
is hilarious.
I am Ron Swanson.
And John Ralphio.
Yeah,
She's like
blind.
Ron Swanson and John Ralphio combined. And if you don't know who these people are, YouTube Ron Swanson, Parks and Rec, and John Ralphio, Parks and Rec, and then watch some clips and then push them together, and that would be Karen Shillow.
Yes. So these are some of my favorite shows.
Oh, we're not singing.
Oh,
anymore?
speaking of kittens, real quick update. Gwen's cat.
Oh my gosh. Let me talk about this. Oh my gosh. So last Wednesday we took my cat Peaches, my oldest cat. I've had her for 11 years next month. We took her to the vet because she's allergic to fleas really, really, really bad. And we treated the animals, and it looked to me like her skin was getting better. So the fleas were gone, but she had tore herself up so bad. Like, there is like no fur at the base of her tail, like on her tail or on her back. But then she had like blood on her. It looked like dried blood on her face.
Yeah.
And I just chalked it up to her tearing at herself, and we just needed to give her a bath or something. Well, then she's like drooling uncontrollably.
Yeah, I got down there and I looked,
and to stink like super, super bad. And we're like, what is going? Like, not dirty stink, like she needs a bath, like
rotting,
funky stink. It was bad. So I was like, oh, it's just all a part of her chewing on herself, whatever. So I made an appointment for her at the vet for last Wednesday. Well, we get her there. Chris gets her there. My husband takes her, and it's flea bite dermatitis, but she's got sores all around her mouth, and the vet can't get her mouth open to see what's going on in there, and he doesn't want to sedate her because he thinks the sedation would kill her. So because she was really sick, and so he keeps her. The next day, same thing, hey, I want to give it another day to see if, these will heal up. I'm giving her antibiotics. She's eating and drinking. Everything's fine. Well, then Friday rolls around, and the vet calls, and he's like, I'm starting to think this may be cancer, but I can't know what's going on until I can see inside her mouth and underneath her tongue. And so we're like, okay. And he's like, I really think it is time that we go ahead and sedate her to do this. But, I just want to make sure everybody's aware of what's going on. This could kill her, but we're never going to be able to make her better if we don't do this. So, I called my husband, and I told him, this is what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. I'm, of course, a hot mess, like bawling my eyes out. And she's bawling her eyes out. It's horrible.
I wigged out.
So it was like the longest, 4 or 5 hours ever waiting for him to call back. The vet calls back. It's not cancer. She did fine under the sedation. Somehow, this cat managed to almost completely cut her tongue off.
She chewed her tongue off.
No, well, we don't know that for sure. It had to have been something pretty sharp. I don't think it was that from what
cat
he's
teeth
saying.
are pretty sharp, and she kind of dumb.
she would have had to continually, like, it's something that, from what they said, like, sliced it. It's not, she didn't bite her tongue. She didn't bite her tongue. So he said usually when that happens, it's because something's under there, like a thread gets stuck around it and, you know, pulls it or whatever the case may be. There was nothing in her mouth. There was something stuck in her mouth. So he told me to look around the house. I looked everywhere that she hangs out. I looked at everything. I didn't find blood anywhere. I didn't find anything that she could have cut her tongue. I have no idea how she did it.
Gwen is very meticulous about vacuuming as well, and Mally is constantly out. There's nothing on the floor.
Yeah. And so, like, so this was Friday that they did it. They had to, like, scrape her tongue out and sew it back together and, like, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, she's been on an IV. They've been trying to get her to liquid food and water through a syringe. And as of yesterday, she was licking a little bit. And so the plan is we're going to try to bring her home tomorrow, as of right now. So, and I know they were going to try to give her liquid antibiotic by mouth because they have been giving it to her via shot. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. You know, the doctor's hasn't come out and said it, but it kind of seems like he's not sure if she'll ever be able to eat normally again. So I don't know what's gonna happen, and it's pretty heartbreaking. Anyway, it's sad. I'm sad for my cat.
The cat's a warrior, dude.
Anyway, so that went really sad, really fast.
Not really. She's alive.
That's true. That's true. And she's tough. She's tough. She was eating and drinking with her almost completely cut off tongue. The only reason she can't eat and drink now is because it's swollen. It's so much swelling, and because, you know, she's got stitches in her tongue. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if she could do that, surely she can recover. So you're a tough old gal, a little surly. She's
cantankerous butthole.
She really is, man. She's a cat.
She is a cat, indeed. a little gato.
Little peaches.
Little peaches. But that is what we wanted to talk about this Tuesday.
Yep.
So I will check back. I am so gross and sweaty. I just got done working out, but I will check in with everybody sometime this weekend for my weigh-in update, and hopefully it is good, a good one, which I'm hoping.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your week.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Bye, guys.
Have a good week. Do it.
Do it.